Darcy's going to help keep it brief because I just got a text from my son on the West Coast and wants me to read him his book before bed. So I got about 10 minutes. First thing, I just want to say that we've been on the road for whatever it is now, 5 days, and our city is on fire. It's been hard to be away and watch those scenes. So just want to send our thoughts and prayers to the first responders, to those impacted. I have friends that have been displaced. I know their players probably do too. So just that's more important obviously than what we're doing. But really, really proud of our team tonight. And that starts with the respect level for Maryland. I've watched for a long time, done my homework. They've, the Big Ten championship has gone through them more often than it hasn't in their time in this league. So we knew that this was a huge opportunity, but also a tough task. I'm really proud of the way we fought. A lot of things kind of didn't go our way tonight. But every time we show up with these two young women here, we know we've got the best duo in the country. The other teams are going to make things hard for them. They were both in foul trouble, and I thought they led us. They had composure. They made plays they're supposed to make, and also empowered their teammates to do what they did to help us get this win. So it's a really big win on the road for our program. I'm proud of us.
I'm sorry, right here.
Hi, how you doing? Jay Lawson with 7 News. JuJu, your team just handed UMD its first loss of the season. So what did it take for you guys to come up to the East Coast and get the job done?
Yeah, it's been a really long trip for us coming off of Rutgers. So we've been on the East Coast now for like 4 days. It's freezing. So yeah, it took a lot of mental and emotional and physical ability, I guess. So and yeah, it's been a long couple of days, and I think we knew Maryland is such a great team. They're not undefeated for no reason. So we came in here and gave it our all. It was a tough one. It was better than that.
JuJu, real quick, can you take us through that final stretch? I think you guys were down 68-70, I do believe. You hit the elbow jumper, then you go to the line, and you guys kind of close out on an 11-2 run. You guys have been in, these big games plenty, but how are you guys kind of able to close it out and come together when you really needed to?
Yeah, I think, we just kind of have this unwavering confidence in ourselves. A lot of it comes from the games we've already been through and the tough moments in those big games. So I think that we had a lot of confidence in ourselves and what we work on every day, and it was just a matter of coming together and closing the game out.
Thank you for Lauren with the 9450. This is for you. Near sold out crowd tonight. People coming out in the snowstorm to essentially see you and UMD. How important are these high-running games for the growth of women's basketball, and how do you handle the pressure or responsibility in helping push the game forward?
Yeah, it's always a blessing when we're able to play in front of a great crowd like this. So yeah, we never take it for granted, and it's definitely helping move the game forward. And we see that through all the numbers and in terms of the viewership and everything like that, attendance. So yeah, I think it lies on all of our shoulders. I don't play alone, nobody plays alone, so to have a team behind me and have other great players to share the platform with, it's been amazing.
Shaka.
Lindsay, can you talk about the impact that Rhea had down the stretch? I mean, with the rebounds, the blocks, a little bit of everything. She's kind of the unsung hero on this team, and for her to have that impact at the end of the game for you guys to close out.
Yeah, you said it. Just she has a magnetism. I think the team believes in her so much. She's kind of the energy giver to other people. She's a little bit under the weather, fought through it, challenged her a bit at halftime because, Dulce, I thought, was getting to the boards, and she just can own it and take messages and do what we need her to do. I mean, the blocks she had at the end, the ability to kind of be a playmaker for us and put these two in action, and she can pass and find them off it. I can't say enough things. She's been terrific and is just a huge part of any success that we're having.
All right, I'm sorry I don't know names, but brown shirt next.
Hi, Alexa with the Black Explosion. So you did mention the wildfires and how you guys have been on the East Coast for about 4 days. So as student athletes and even as a head coach, how are you guys managing that and still staying focused on the task at hand, which is to come in and do your best in the teams?
I think, Coach kind of touched on it this morning, and life just goes on, regardless of what's happening. Maryland's not going to play any different because of what we're dealing with at home, so kind of just having that. And I think we're also just playing with that in the back of our minds and, understanding we want to come here and also make a statement and not just come here for no reason. So I think for us, the main thing today was just getting a dub, and we did that. I got a really nice text from our director of marketing at home saying that your team provided us a good 2 hours of not thinking about kind of what's going on. And I think without really knowing it, that's what this team does, right? We have a perspective that basketball isn't everything, but when these 40 minutes are in front of us, that it's everything to us in that moment. I think that gives people maybe a sense of being able to take their mind off harder things and have some joy.
How much do you enjoy coming into these opposing arenas and like feeding off the energy of the crowd? They're coming to see you, and also just kind of meeting the people and meeting the kids that come up and.
Yeah, it's great. I never really visit the East Coast and Midwest often, so this is cool to see different places. We just saw. Where did we go? The monuments. Yeah, we went to the monuments. It was really cool. I think just being able to kind of be a tourist as well, it's really cool, and then to see the love and support we get, it's honestly unbelievable. So being able to come in here and play and have fun, it's really a dream.
Last question, shotgun.
Lindsay, what does this win mean for the team with the challenges that you talked about at the beginning?
Yeah, I think a top 10 win on the road speaks for itself. Probably helps us in the net, probably helps the resume, but I'm more concerned about looking at the women in the locker room and what we're trying to achieve. And I think this to win, we talked about, that kind of Mamba mentality quote that's going around. It's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be hard, and if you learn to embrace the hard and do it together, then special things can happen. And then I see that happening more and more. We want to play excellent basketball. We want to play pretty basketball, but it doesn't always happen. And so you got to win, in a lot of different gritty ways. And I think this was a testament to a team effort and finding a way against a really good team on the road, and that's meaningful. And at the same time, understanding that what's going on back home is on our minds, and we're excited to get there and just be part of our community and help however we can.